What's up, YouTubers? My name is Keith Billings, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the facts about life, the dollar on the dollar bill, and the Bible. So I want to tell you because I've been seeing some interesting videos. You might know some of these conspiracy theorists out there that talk about, like the new company building human clone mechanisms that basically are standing inside a glass container and they go to see it and look at it. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the facts about reality. So if you guys go and check it out, go to Google on Siri or whatever not, and type in satanic numbers, and it's going to tell you exactly that satanic numbers end in zeros and one. It's going to be the first thing that pops up. Now think about this. DNA is in the DNA spiral is basically always ends in zeros and ones. Everything, your food ends in zeros and ones. Your walls end in zeros and ones. Your everything around you ends in zeros and ones. It's fact. It's been proven by scientists. So if you get a chance, go and check it out. Go ahead and type in satanic numbers, and zeros and ones are the first thing to pop up. And God says he's apparently a perfect person. Well, why does he support? Why does he want people to kill people? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Why would he want people to do that? Well, it finds out God is more sinister than you may think he is, and the person you're worshiping has been changed around so much to the point where it's unidentifiable. So, if you think about it, God is basically everything, like everything around you is zeros and ones. So, we're living in a simulation. We are a cloned species. Basically, we're all cloned by some kind of form of a person. I'm thinking the aliens, the reptilians. I know you may think it sounds crazy, but I totally don't. Look at what's on the news nowadays. Look on the news. We hear stuff about alien races, alien everything. We're hearing more stuff about cloning species and people and monkeys. And if you think about it, the gene mechanism, everything is zeros and ones. Have you ever heard the sentence or the phrase, we all have electromagnetic energy inside of us? That's because we're living in a simulation. And, they always say that basically death is the beauty of life. So if you think of that way and you admit you're a sinner, I think your life will be a lot better and you'll think a lot more highly intelligent about yourself. The only way to escape simulation and the matrix is to basically either go out in space, out of the solar system where it goes around in circles because you're stuck in the matrix, and kill yourself. The second way is to practice witchcraft and Satanism, because if you do that, you'll be the higher power, dude. You're going to become the next higher power revolution out there. So, what I was also going to say was, you know, the dollar bill says, "In God we trust." Well, in God is more sinister than we think, because look around you, everything ends in zeros and ones, like I said. It's a simulation, it's a setup. We might be in a simulator, I don't know. But think about this. Have you ever had this thought in your mind? Like basically, when we die, where are we going to wake up? Are we going to be a different person staring into a video game simulator and realize that was a crazy trip we had? How come you think DMT? You know what DMT is, right? It's the brain, a certain part of your brain. It's really hard to see, but it's basically what creates all our dreams at night and everything we think about. So now, everything you see around you is zero and one gene mechanism type thing. We've never had anything that was a different gene type that was not zeros and ones. Now, if you guys get a chance, if you're looking at this on the internet right now, go ahead and type in zeros and ones, are they satanic numbers? And it's going to be the first thing that pops up. Zeros and ones in black are satanic numbers. Um, Apparently, like I said, I think, think about this for a second. I could have been born in a different country. I could have been born in Iraq. I could have been born in Iran. I could have been born in Europe, right? Well, now, if God is more sinister than we think, and we're all sinners, and if we just admit it, I think our lives will be a better thing, Well, if I was born in Iraq right now, well, I could have been born in the United States too, but why are we killing each other? What's the purpose, we're basically killing our own selves. Think about this. That could have been me born in Iraq. That could have been me born in Afghanistan. I could have been born in Europe for the hell's sake. You wouldn't even know, right? Well, we're basically brainwashed with religion and just thoughts, oh, well, we gotta have oil, right? Well, why are we killing each other oil? Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Now think about this. If I was born in Iraq right now, well, that could have been me born in the United States. But why am I killing myself? Think about that. I think now, if you see a lot of the stuff that's going on in the news right now, and then you look at a lot of stuff they put on YouTube right now, they're finding a lot more UFO things. They're finding a lot more different kinds of things. We could basically clone just about anything now. You see this wall right here? Well, this is a matrix wall. We don't notice it. But the cop scanners that cops now and government officials now have in their vehicles, where they could see through walls and see all the drug addicts and meth users out there. I could be standing in my bathroom, right? But yet there's a car outside who has this technology to be able to see through everything. So right now they could basically be seeing me inside my bathroom and see everything around me, what's in my house, what I do every day. And no, the NSA did not close down. I'll tell you exactly why that is. If the NSA and National Security Association never closed down, NSA headquarters, then why do advertisements exist? Why do you think that ads exist now? Why do you think they're still around if they say NSA headquarters existed? They want to use that against you to sell your personal information. And Snowden totally just said it years ago. But, well, now they're saying on the news NSA headquarters didn't shut down. They're using that to fuck with you and to screw you over. They're using that to basically brainwash you into thinking, oh yeah, I could look this up on the internet like scary shit and terrorism shit and not get busted for it. Well, no. They do watch you. They are watching you still. Do you really believe that they're not going to watch you for typing that shit in? Well, they are. They're going to fucking watch you. They're not stupid. You're not stupid. We're all not stupid. We just make mistakes. Well, right now, like I said, I could be standing in my bathroom, but yet they have the technology to see through your walls and see the meth users and see the tweakers. I could be standing right here. There could be a really big vehicle. You guys heard about that news article, right? Where they're now trying to search for tweakers and the shit that's in your houses. They're using a technology that could scan through everything. Well, they have apps now, too, that you could take a picture and see through things, see through clothes. I'm sure that's on the deep web, because if you guys know who J Station is, J Nation, he did a video on YouTube about this app he got off the deep web for about $100 that could basically see through your clothes and see through walls. He was standing on one side of the door, and he had his friend go on the other side of the door, and they would just close the door, right? Well, he snapped a photo, and he could actually see his friend on the other side. He's like, dude, that is crazy, man. I can't believe that shit's around, yeah, dude, technology is so far-fetched. Now, think about this. If I were to somehow manipulate the mechanism of a cop detector or some kind of thing that nowadays of a truck that could see through your walls, what happens if I put that on myself? I'm sure if simulation is real, then going back in time is real, going into the future is real, time traveling is real, but it's classified, right? They don't want you to know about that. if a simulation reality is a real thing, then time travel must be real, right? Just use your head for and think. Time travel's got to be real. And making yourself invisible must be real. Well, the technology is getting so far-fetched these days, they are actually able to now see through your walls. The NSA don't spy on you still, but they do. I'm not stupid. They're using that to try to fuck with more people. Sorry for my language on live session, but anyways, they're using that to screw people over. They want you to see what you're interested in, right? They want to know what you're interested in. They want to know your hobbies. They want to know where you work. Now they're using Facebook to basically track your phone calls. Have you ever noticed on Facebook the reason why you can't delete your phone number off your Facebook account? They're now using that against everybody. They claim Facebook didn't shut down, but I noticed that way before the information was out. They claimed that the number would not leave your Facebook account, but before that, I was the one that noticed that. Before Snowden gave out the information, a matter of fact, you won't believe this, but I was not connected to the internet one day when I was playing Black Ops. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but I was playing Black Ops with my friend. I think it was when I was in high school still. I'm 23 now. I was a freshman or a sophomore at the time. And I noticed this random blonde lady just appeared on my screen, right? I wasn't connected to the internet. And I did not have a camera set up, and it wasn't a television that had a camera program inside of it, right? But this random lady popped up on my Xbox console, not connected to the internet, and it was with no camera attached. And I knew before that the government spied on you. When I was a kid, I was always mentioning to my foster parent that I feel like spies are watching me and stuff, you know? I wasn't stupid. They thought I was crazy, but now it's happened. I might have had a vision from the future. I might have noticed something that I would have never noticed before. Maybe I was smarter than I thought. When my mom died, a lady came to visit me. She was a gray-faced lady. She had like a shirt. It was in the Renton area. She had a shirt looked like she was a belly dancer, and she wore like black boots, like some kind of boots or something. And she tried to calm me down when I was trying to kill myself, because I was literally in the foster care system for about most of my life, and people were abusing me and hurting me, and I was scared and angry all the time. I was depressed. And this lady calmed me down. She was the most calmest lady I have ever met. And I admire her so much, and ever since then, I've had fetishes for basically the deceased. I like succubus. I love Satanism. I'm not gonna lie. And let me show you this new poster I got. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna cover this up because there's something on my wall I don't want YouTube to see. That's my new poster, guys. It's the succubus of Lilith. That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend, guys. Get a closer up look here. Hell to the yeah, man. That's my new girlfriend. And matter of fact, I've been screwed by succubuses so many times in my past. Actually, the last house I was living, where I live right now, I basically had an experience with succubus, right? Well, my experience was, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this. Please tell me if it's a succubus, because I wouldn't know. I think it might be. It looks like either that or a Skinwalker, which is a Native American demon. I was sleeping one day at my house, and back in Pleasant Valley Road, where I live, on the island, I was in bed. I woke up, and I was wide awake. Nothing to it. I was wide awake. And I noticed this skinny female with black long hair. It looks like she was wearing some kind of clothing. And she was bent back a certain way. I don't know how to explain it. And she was started off crawling like her fingers were really skinny. Her face was nothing to be seen. I noticed before that there was a black, dark shadow inside of my bedroom when I woke up. It was like really dark and misty looking, right? And then this lady comes lurking around the corner, right? The first thing I heard before I even saw her face was, because my eyes were closed and I was scared as fuck, was, Isaiah, don't open your eyes. My eyes were forced open, right? And I was told it was totally unexpected. Somehow something had opened them by themselves. Like something had, I had them closed and they just randomly forced themselves open. And then that's when this like skinny, like female, it wasn't sleep paralysis, I was still able to move. It was when this skinny, like, crawler lady, she was bent back, and she was very skinny, and her fingers, I have a hard time explaining it, but they look kind of long, right? Well, she had long black hair, and she was wearing a certain kind of clothing outfit. She was, like, hunched back. I don't know how to say it, twisted or whatever. And she was crawling on my floor. Then she starts running around really fast, right? And then that's when I was like frozen. I like closed my eyes and opened them, and she was literally right in my very face, and I was literally being seduced by her. I had a sexual experience with the demon. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to tell the truth. And it was the most scariest and most terrifying, most beautiful seduction I've ever had with the demon. And that's the first time, and that's when I really started getting into it. That's where Satanism really starts standing out way more for me. I realized death is the beauty of life, but it could be way more beautiful than you think. And then I closed my eyes again, I opened them, and she was gone. And the mist disappeared. It was like a black mist in the, like, it was almost like all over my room. It was like a dark black mist, and it just spread throughout my bedroom. And that's when that, like, lurking... If you guys know anything about what that might be, please let me know. I don't know if it's a succubus, and I don't know if it's a skinwalker, but let me know, please. Because it looked like a mixture of a demon entity of some sort. And I'm kind of curious what it might be. I've thought about it ever since. I mean, literally, her face was, like, very dark and shadowy. She had long black hair. She was very skinny and bent back or twisted a certain way, and she starts off lurking around very slowly, right? And then she starts running around really fast, you know, like all over your bedroom and shit. And then I got seduced by her. It almost sounded like she was making a dog noise, like a... And then I was like, literally, like, she literally screwed me. And that's the first time I've ever had sex with a demon. And then, let me think of another experience then. I told you the experience with the dancing lady that came to see me when my mom died. I actually have a picture of her in my bedroom because I drew it out, but because I still remember everything and what she looked like at the time. I'm guessing maybe it could have been one of my family relatives, but I'm not sure. Anyways, so that's my experience. That's what I want you guys to, know about. If you guys have any comments, let me know. I want to know what you guys think, what this might be. What your idea is with the government, I don't know. Let me know what you think about what the things I've talked about. I want to know if you're interested, because I want to see if maybe next time you might want to see me do a bong review and talk more about the basics of what I'm trying to say, Next time I'm going to talk to you about my laced weed trip experience that I had with astral projection of an out-of-the-body experience. It was the most scariest thing that I've ever had, and the most scariest trip I've ever gone through. That's going to be on my next video. I'm going to shoot it in the morning. I might smoke some weed and talk to you about it, but I want to tell you guys about my actual astral projection out of the body experiences I've had many times with cannabis. And I want you to tell me what you think it might be, like what it could be laced with. Maybe it's just weed, I don't know. But literally, it's freaking scary. It's about World War III. And most of my dreams are about World War III, guys. Most of my dreams are about murder. I don't know why, but it's true. The last dream I had, well, a couple, I'd say like 6 or 7 dreams ago, which was like a month or about 3 months ago, I had this dream that this lady basically came to me, and she basically was trying to take advantage of me, telling me basically, it's this lady I don't even know. She tried to take everything away from me, my job, my house, my everything. And so she did. So this dream was really sketchy. Hear me out. Not like it's actually going to happen, but So, this guy and this girl basically screwed me over. So I went down to the Tacoma area in Washington. This was in Tacoma in my dream. It took place in Tacoma. I saw the lady walking across the street, right? So I ran across and chewed her face off. I literally jumped onto her and started chewing her face off, and I killed her. This is a dream I had. She took my values and my property and my life and my job from me. So in my dream, I decided to go onto the ferry, go to Tacoma and find her. Probably used a phone app, which is a good way to trace people on your device and their phone number. Anyways, I had found her walking down the street in Tacoma, right? I had ran across the street, jumped onto her, and started chewing her face off, and I literally killed her out there, out in front of thousands of vehicles. So, when it comes to dreams, I probably have some really sketchy ones. I used to have really violent dreams when I was a kid. I'll tell you more about that later. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys tomorrow about my weed experiences, my trips I've had, my astral projection, out of the body experiences, my experiences with aliens and reptilians, and what the Canadian Ocean turned into. It was like a pit of lava, and I saw scythe demons with look like scythe people with capes, and I heard screaming all around me. Anyway, I'm gonna get in that more tomorrow about laced cannabis or just straight freaking high potent THC. So hit a like on the description, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.